No machete for you! Not this time. Hey everyone, welcome back. Crash, welcome to the stream. Today, how are you doing, good sir? Mass Effect 2 has begun. We just did the Normandy Crash Site DLC and we're ready to go to Omega. Guess let's head right for Omega. I don't have any probes left to go checking out the rest of the system anyways. What's that? What's that, Seal? No! It's not true! It's impossible!
We have half our fuel.
Yeah. We drop into Omega? Or continue to probe? Let's at least get fuel and probes while I'm thinking about it. Omega! Built in the mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. The space station's original elegant design has given way to haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There is no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time there ever was one. It's only a half-truth, because there is one rule on Omega. I think a lot of people get stuck in Blighttown Prestige. A lot of people have lost their minds there. Crash, what games are on the short list between Mass Effect 2 and 3? Good question. I haven't given it a whole lot of thought yet. And I have a list that I've had, but it wasn't a short list of games for between Mass Effect 2 and 3. They won't all fit. Well, here are some of the games on the short list. It's pretty much the same as it was a few weeks ago. We got Castlevania Lords of Shadow, Bastion, Mankind Divided. At some point, Dark Souls 1. That'll probably be the next Dark Souls we play whenever that happens. We're going to revisit Rise of the Tomb Raider sometime. Whispered World came back up as a point and click we might play. I know Lamia's wanted to see that one for a long time. Resident Evil 1 HD. Kimberly has actually picked Resident Evil 7. Architects of Chaos on GameWisp sub-tiers do get to pick games to play from time to time. And of all the surprising choices, Kimberly picked Resident Evil 7. So we're going to do that at some point. Outlast 2. Styx. Kind of on the fence about Styx. It looks fun, looks difficult. It's very much a true stealth game. Rhyme, Ethan Carter, revisiting some of the BioShock series. Event Zero. Yeoman Chambers asked me about Event Zero, which I didn't know by name. I had probably picked up through a Humble monthly bundle. There's lots of possibilities. Crash, if you had a choice, you'd pick Neo. So I'm still on the fence about Neo. Dark Souls style combat, very different lore, Japanese. I don't know how much of that is historical and how much of it's mythological, but a very different type of lore with a similar combat mechanic. But the little bit that I've watched of Neo, I guess I need to check on how long it is. But it didn't pull me in. Kind of did at first. Then I saw a little bit more and I thought, well, this looks okay. How about the Surge? Only the name rings a bell. What can you tell me about the Surge, Green? Sci-fi Souls. You know what? It's coming back to me. A few people have brought up the Surge. I just haven't really looked into it yet, so it doesn't click. Sci-fi Souls game, futuristic. I'll have to take a closer look at it. Weapons, we don't have a whole lot of choices right now. Phalanx, Predator. And Predator's fine for now. Arc projector. I've never gotten used to using the arc projector, so I've never tried it much. Blackstorm singularity projector. I think that's one of those things I only got with the Origin copy of the game. I plugged my Steam code into Origin some years ago, and it activated the game there and gave me some DLC I never had. Last Guardian, maybe? Could be, although Shadow of the Colossus getting a remake.
You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you.
Hold that thought,
Afterlife,
Crash.
Now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic.
It's getting
Anticipate resistance at the transport station.
Getting
I have
stormy
also
outside.
accessed
The dogs are
messages
freaking
between
out.
mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
So a couple characters that maybe should have been included in the game, like Kasumi and Zaid, were DLC. Zaid's the easiest recruitment.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. I hear we have a galaxy to save.
The voice actor who voiced Zaid, Robin Sachs, passed away some years ago from cancer. What a wonderful voice. There's Wu. Man, good timing. Or bad timing. Ending. Cheers, man. Glad you could make it. Are you done with work? There you go. That's the one. Zaid goddamn Asani.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it.
Oh, right in the
Tried to lead me
face.
on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Go ahead and get set up on the Normandy.
Right, I'll go make myself at home. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
Not a thing.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good.
What did it take
Get
for
it
him
out
to
of the
grow on
way
you?
so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
All right, Zaid's on board. Maybe we should bring him with, but doesn't quite matter yet. Welcome to Omega. See how we picked up a couple renegade points there and a couple renegade points earlier? It's that little... In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter so much. If you're going for a Paragon playthrough and you're trying to accumulate Paragon points and you're trying to avoid renegade points and you start to see that picking some more comfortable or appropriate middle-of-the-road options in conversations nets you renegade points, you might go, "Gah, well, I didn't want those renegade points. I better make sure I pick all the Paragon options." It's a little wonky in that even as a Paragon player, you want to express yourself a little more clearly, but you get hung up on, the game almost encourages you to get hung up on trying to get one type or the other. And you end up making dialogue choices just for the sake of avoiding the wrong kind of points and getting the right kind of points. You end up picking some dialogue options that just kind of make you cringe. It is what it is, but you'll see that. We'll see that a number of times throughout the playthrough. Woo, it was, his loyalty mission helped a lot. An Inferno grenade being so goddamn useful.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Ah,
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
you've let 10 people in while I've been standing here.
I want him.
Yeah, VIPs, huh? Kylan, who are you looking at?
What are you looking at?
I asked you first.
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook.
You see my
For
starter
now.
pistol.
See you around.
You really want to do this? You've seen my pea shooter. So, you all remember Flux? Cora's Den? Omega has dancers too. And jets of flame!
Is it just me, or are you getting better looking?
Can you dance like that? I can't dance like that. Do you like Cora's Den and Flux better? Green? How's that?
I'm busy.
I'm busy. Yes, Max. That's the plan. There aren't too many things that are planned, but yeah, I don't... We're on Insanity, we should do that.
Close enough.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule.
Told you there was one rule.
Don't fuck with Arya.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
Well...
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why is everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together.
Iceman
One thing they
cometh.
hate more than each other is Archangel.
Come for the game, stay for Arya? Is that what's up? KG, is it bedtime? Bedtime for me. Good night, everyone. Have fun. All right. KG, good night. I'm glad you could join us for a while here today. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. We'll see you on the other side. Better than assless, chaps.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally.
You got
For
Gears
now, I'm
soon.
happy just to let them
That's
kill
right.
each other.
I saw that message you posted earlier. We're gonna be playing some Gears of War.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
But you know him then.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
So you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Wish we could talk to more of the entertainers.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Yes, that is. Trinity from the Matrix. Correct. Carrie Ann Moss.
Talk to Aria.
Just dead.
Strong stuff.
You too, Iceman. Good track. How much can Shepard take? Who's taking shots with Shepard? Alright, it's not Mass Effect 3. Things are a bit different. Paragon Shep doesn't get to get down with Aria. Paragon Shep had a hard life. She's just trying to catch up with me is all. Whoa! Whoa! There's your motion blur. Citadel Bar, best bar to get drunk in.
Come on, let me in.
Need companionship, but want something more than a one-night arrangement? We're here to help. Cat and O's Relationships was created with one purpose.
So there's a lot going on Omega. We've already recruited Zaid, but we've got Morden, the scientist, Archangel, shops and side quests. The end is nigh. Harold.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate.
Mostly.
With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to.
We're not going to buy anything yet. Just looking. Although the Geth ship is pretty cheap. Visor, capacitor, chest plate, hack module. Doubles the time limit for a hack. We don't really need the hack or the bypass upgrades.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
Well.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Discount. So we want to start our model collection. Turian Cruiser. Various pieces of armor. You can put together a suit of armor that have different bonuses. Storm speed 10%. That's your brief burst of speed when you go running in combat. Sniper rifle damage. We'll pick it up later. And Shepard is not using snipers at this time. But, you know, we can wait on the sniper rifle damage, but the porn's gotta come with us now. Titillating alien machine. Magazine. Machine I should go. Oh bang, okay? Titillating alien machine would be a whole nother thing. Alien real doll! Oh my god! You really like the armor system, Green, in Mass Effect 2. Hey, Neon. Good evening, Jay. Mass Effect 2. Awesome! Cheers to you and to Mass Effect 2. Heck yeah.
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since Eden Prime, an initial surge in patriotic enlistments was followed by a downturn, as the public became skeptical that the Alliance can match Geth technology. Sources say that the Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort,
Ain't flesh. You die now!
bad press and rumors of intelligence leaks.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Hello there. Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I can.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harry.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Herrick control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Herrick for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods.
I know where it is.
Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
You too, Iceman. Gots to run. See you all later. Have a good stream. Iceman, you have a good stream as well. Everybody, Iceman is one of the excellent streamers in our Entropic family. Please check out the Iceman Comet 360. Consider dropping a follow over there. Show him some love. He's going to be playing some Gears of War. Would that be Gears 4 Ultimate? Is that what I saw earlier on Twitter, maybe? Have a great stream, man. We'll see you later. Heavy weapon ammo. We want that. We always want that.
This looks interesting.
There's our FBA couplings for Ken and Gabby, the engineers. Heavy skin weave. Shepard gets extra health. We definitely want that. Strong synthetic fibers can be woven throughout the skin, dramatically reducing damage taken from most attacks. These fibers also act as a metagel conduit, improving healing.
Oh, what's this?
No, first game is Ultimate Edition. Okay, well, I don't know my Gears of War. Let's just put that out there. I don't know what I'm talking about. I saw Shamrock Mike playing a little bit of one of the Gears games once. I thought Gears was a first-person shooter until I saw that. That's how little I know about Gears. How you doing, Melga? Shotgun damage. Again, I think we'll come back for this. When we get to Ilium, we're going to have all kinds of upgrades to buy. We're not going to have enough money initially to buy all the upgrades we want. So instead of buying Sniper and Shotgun, which Shepard can't use, we'll come back to those when we have more money. Grunt. We are not ready for the VIP section. Running up the wrong stairs there.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it.
Too late.
Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
I have things to do.
Courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my
Get
kiosk
ship.
if you want to buy.
Dropped in price. With barely contained terror. Yeah, Max, I was just thinking that. That's the Paragon line. I'm gonna threaten to break your legs. That's how Paragon I am. I'm such a goody two-shoes. I'm gonna break your bones.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music. What do you want?
I don't want anything at all.
Check out Afterlife's main floor. You'll like it.
So Melga, what are we looking for here? Can we actually piss this guy off?
I'd like to join the
We
party.
keep trying to enter.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife.
Go talk to the bouncer. Been a while since I heard him say annoyed. Is that only later when we have more dialogue options? Or the Volus one. The Volus bouncer. Volus bouncer in the main entrance. Maybe I haven't spoken with the Volus bouncer in the main entrance when he blocks that dude. That might be something I've missed all these times. Or I'm just misplacing it.
I heard you spoke to Harren. Thank you
The
so
Volus,
much.
the Elcor.
At this rate, I'll be off the station in no time.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Yeah, you know, Volus, Elcor. That's the same difference.
Tune in and find out what the man behind Commander Shepard's rise to fame thinks is the greatest threat to intergalactic stability. Celebrations are planned across Terra Nova for the upcoming anniversary of the thwarted terrorist attack on the
We've got the Mad Prophet. The end is nigh.
Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human. And you.
Is expected to open next year once the area is declared safe for visitors. Admiral Stephen Hackett will preside.
Protheans cast off the lesser races, the Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt, feces. And there they lay until they stumbled into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear.
Yes, we stumbled into the skies. We accidentally developed spaceflight technology. Kind of like discovering penicillin. It was just, you know, I left it out overnight and...
Let none in my sight continue to live, lest their impurity displease me. The word is clear on this, friends. Humans are the hands of the Reapers, here to commit the galaxy to ruin.
You're crazy.
Be gone.
At least he believes in the Reapers.
I cast you out into the cold black. I name you unclean.
He's got one up on the council.
Bring unto me the children, that I may watch them grow, soldiers for the cause. The way is clear, my friends. Draw your weapons for the word, or face its terrible wrath. The end times will come, not with a bang, but with a sigh. Those who dip their extremities in the well of sin and vice must repent with fire, oil, and gun. Let not fleshy friendships and base urges compel us to sin and neglect. The word makes its demands, and it demands obedience. And on this great station, pure shall be rejected, and the lesser race
hold fast,
given
Neon.
their places in heaven. And this shall be the beginning of the end. The end times are upon us. Repent and restore your souls to glory.
Restore your souls to glory.
Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out.
Is he actually
I'm gonna
red?
lose all my stuff.
Just the light.
Doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solis in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway.
Kept you waiting,
I'll
huh?
radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady.
Get lost. Not you, Tyler.
Fortunately,
Lady
humans
without a
are
grenade
immune to the
launcher.
plague.
How's it going, Ty? We're in, we're in. We've got a grenade launcher. So we're going after Morden Solis. It goes. It just goes. Some days, it just goes. How are you doing? I'm good. Kind of tired. I mean, we streamed the past 5 days. I was here streaming. We've had streams the past 5 days. Today's number 6. Tomorrow's 7. Even toying with the idea of wrapping up a little early here tonight just so I can decompress a little more. Saeed, you want to come with? Mordian Hypo. All right. Concussive shot. Always take Miranda, huh? Definitely good in combat. It's my excuse and I'm sticking with it.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
Just a warning shot.
Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
We've got hostiles.
I'm on it.
Firing an impact shot.
Plague control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Doesn't sound like plague control. They're just burning the bodies, huh? Bank terminal. We've already had some hacking segments. I wonder why they just gave us instructions. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite place to kill things on the Citadel. Power cells replenish your heavy weapon ammo, primarily, but they also replenish your normal ammo. Open, open, Y, dash Y, dash CT, dash CT. Boom. It feels so spacey. That's the Omega atmosphere you like. Before we listen to these, take a look at this room. So, there's a couple bodies in here. Plague victims.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
There's a computer in here with some logs.
Bastards see us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough.
Simple cough, right.
But sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards.
I don't know. Sounds like Captain Trips to me.
Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
Oops.
Davis isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
Too late.
Davis died last night. He's still talking to me, though.
Not a good sign.
Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
As part of their plague control, they were just locking people into their rooms. Seal them in. Prevent the spread.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
We haven't even said hello yet, and you just rolled out the assumptions, didn't you?
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your feigned pity is the final insult.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you help me. Why?
We want information.
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Vorcha? Starchild?
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers.
Maybe it was the Batarians.
You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Morden Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Morden worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
Not generally.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier.
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Goodbye, I'll send someone to help. Option go. Let's, I'm gonna poke him again with maybe it's the Vorcha.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague?
Vorcha is...
What I want to see is...
You may not want to believe...
Why are you so convinced?
And since humans are the only... I was afraid to go to him before.
See how that dialogue option?
Dangerous.
I'll send someone to help you. Was there before, disappeared in a different line of questioning.
When I find Morden, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morden is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
I keep seeing people's Crash Bandicoot streams pop up. Tyler, you've been playing that, haven't you? Bunch of people playing Crash Bandicoot, and everybody seems to be raging. Is it the general consensus? And I know there's some talk of the timings or some of the hitboxes being a little different in the remake, but is that just a thing? Is Crash Bandicoot reminding everyone how much better we used to be at platforming and really twitchy games that weren't shooters back in the day? It seems the Crash Bandicoot remake is kicking everyone's ass. Is that what's happening? CC dash T YY open T dash open. Elga, you really like Crash Bash? Liked Crash Bash? I'm pretty sure it was the original Crash Bandicoot that I had played, and I think that's the only one I've played. Dead Batarian with all 4 eyes open.
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
KG already took off for the night, but she mentioned some motion blur. I'll have to remember to check. The game has a separate executable to change configuration options beyond the ones that are available here in-game, which are minimal. I guess there is a little on. Maybe I've never gone into those options to turn them off, but when Shepard runs like that, there's a little bit of a blur. Usually turn motion blur off in games. Yo, Mid-Chambers, welcome back.
Watch your back!
Humans, don't let him spread the plague.
Don't let him spread the plague!
Taking cover.
Mari can cut his shot.
Oh! The reticle. Look at look at how the reticle that's on that target. See how it's red? Now look at how it looks there, where it's a thick, dark red. If you have this reticle and you try and fire off squad powers, they will not hit. Most of the time, they will not hit. You need the dark red reticle if you want your powers to land. And yeah, it gets kind of frustrating. I hate wasting powers, especially on Insanity! See, there we go. There's no dark red reticle. It's not gonna hit. We get up here, drop the reticle on him. Nope, still nothing. He's dead. Never mind. No red reticle. No dark red reticle. There's the reticle that we need. The same thing for Shepard's powers. Melga, how's your back? Fully healed. Fully healed! Well, not fully. It'll take 10 years to fully heal, but it's healed. It's gone very well. I'm off pain meds for about 2 months now. The surgery was in March. Melga, I'm feeling good. Really good. Nice, Shepard. Alright, Jamster, thanks for hanging out with us. Say thanks for the stream. Gonna play some Battlegrounds with friends, then go to sleep. Catch everyone in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the stream, guys. Jamster, good night. Have fun. We'll see you on the other side. It is nice. Or they did a great job on the banter in this whole series. It's one of the things Mass Effect is known for, is the squad banter. That includes comments on things you do and talking amongst themselves and all of it. Yeah, Jamster, we'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll probably be taking our last break in a few. Okay, open dash YY, open dash CC, dash T, dash. The whole trilogy, you mean? I do, yeah. Well, okay, I got you. I see what you did there. To be fair, it's not like they screwed up the banter in Andromeda. The banter's still good. I just didn't see it all. Bits I saw were pretty good.
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I'm curious what you're talking about. To be fair, the unlocking codes is simply follow the circuit lines between the icons. Speed it up later when they get harder. Actually see the circuit lines that are going to be drawn before you select them? I mean, I've spent well over 1,000 hours in this series. I guess Mass Effect 2 is the only one with that particular hacking game. How much time do I have in Mass Effect 2? That's not something I've ever noticed. Goodwin, hello. I will take another look there. You're saying you can see the circuit paths that you need to connect without revealing the icons? If so, that went right over my head for the past few years. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in this game. And it is possible that that's gone right over my head. Beast Blood! What's up, Beast Blood?
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now, trying to help plague victims, offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think
See your
much of the
face.
doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his
Pop,
mechs.
pop, pop.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm gonna be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Right, working our way closer to Morden's clinic. I think what we might do, or attempted to do, is if we recruit Morden, I think we might actually wrap there. Might wrap early tonight. It's not really what anyone wants to hear, but we have been going for days and days and days and days. I usually stream 2 or 3 days and then take a day off lately, especially since the surgery that's been pretty firm. We're gonna be, after tomorrow, it will have been 7 days in a row.
This is valuable.
So I'm a little on the faded, burnt side of things right now. Crispy critter!
They've seen us. Not that one.
Hey, Smelga. Well, we're not back to that yet. Get a lock on him. One of the cool things about pyros is overload. Pyros are carrying a very flammable tank of fuel, 2 of them on their backs. Watch what happens when you electrocute them.
Here we go.
Boom! Pop goes the weasel.
Just
Oh! Hi! Hi.
Shields!
Enemies you cannot quite target because they're too far away. You can still hit, although it is sometimes tricky to hit them with powers from that distance. Hell yeah!
Mount that one!
And what is Miranda doing pushing the field there? Blood Pack Warrior Miranda's going toe to toe with him.
Not a problem. Using heavy fire! One left.
Let me, yes. Yeah, thank you. That'd be awesome.
We'll put them down. I'm on it.
Kill me!
Sit down!
And die! Kill Stealer.
Hey, back off. We got here first. Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
Who are you?
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
Cut. it out.
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
I might.
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Do you know a Solarian named Morden Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
The Blue Suns control this district, right?
Well, they used to, before the plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish them off. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry to see them go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
What else can you tell me about the plague?
I don't know. Started about a week ago, I think. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Hey, Melga.
Guess we didn't really think it through.
No, you didn't really think it through, did you?
What do you know about the Vorcha?
The Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. Don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
Tell me everything you know about Morden Solus.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man. You kind of had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic,
Morden does.
Don't cause any trouble.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Only we get to do that. Don't steal from the dead. Shepard can. Stop for coffee.
That's it?
The clinic.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
Yeah, those mechs are trying to stop us.
Rearming.
Morden's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Morden.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead.